Hey there, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Terra Invicta, playing as the Resistance. We just crossed a pretty nice little milestone in between videos here. I have finished construction of 6 of my Titans. I started construction during the last video. You just kind of didn't see it because I cut a lot of content out, but it drained a lot of resources. I had to buy a whole mess from the AI, but 6 of them are done, and I've spent pretty much everything I've got working on another round of 6, although unfortunately I don't have quite enough metals for the last one, so I'll probably have to go crawling back to Project Exodus and beg for some more metals because they're the only ones who have a lot of it. But whatever. Soon enough, in less than 3 months or so, we are going to have a 12 Titan fleet ready to go. And then following that, if I have the time, I'd like to also build out some support ships, something I'm calling the Darling class cruiser. These mostly provide some much needed point defense in the event we run into some trouble, plus they have some repair modules. They're able to found some platforms if we find that we need to get a little bit of extra fuel, just in case anything goes wrong, basically. These are some insurance to ensure that my Titans do not meet a stupid grisly fate because of my own incompetence. Anyway, this is huge, though. These ships actually need to get refitted, but they're pretty darn powerful as is. 4,000 fleet power with only 6 of these ships. Each one should be almost a rival for an alien mothership. So if I can have 12, oh, you can imagine that that is going to pack a pretty serious punch. My goal is rather straightforward, and it may be a foolish goal, but it's what I would like to do if we can. I want to make a beeline directly to Makemake, all the way over here, because a good chunk of the alien economy is sitting right here, almost half of it that is left at this point. Take this out, and they're going to fall apart. But also, our final goal over here, the wormhole, is on Makemake. If we can destroy that, plus all of these stations, then it should be a matter of cleanup of the rest of the alien forces around the solar system, and they won't have the economy nor the reinforcements to make it work. So it should become a very, very easy project for me. So that's what I'm currently working toward. Give me about 6 months, and I will have a fleet ready to launch, hopefully, all the way to Makemake and destroy the alien threat at the source. Yeah, see, these guys have just been kind of my primary supplier for metals for a while. If I can just get a few thousand more metals, we'll be good to go. Would you like a bit more of this delicious operations and stuff? You tend to like that. Whatever, this is fine. It's a lot of stuff, but I mean, I've got a huge stockpile of boost and ops that I don't really use. And if it gets me the materials I'm looking for, bada boom. So that should be, yep, there go the rest of the metals. Okay, so they're gonna go and work on that last Titan. That's all 6 under construction. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, and also some aliens are after my dropships. I forgot about that. So these guys arrived around an alien base in whatever this is, Glaukos, the Eternal Harmony base. Let's blow it up! So that's another one we can scratch off the list. I think that leaves the aliens with 9 stations left in total. 9 mines, I should say, which is still going to provide them a lot of resources, but definitely nowhere near as much as they would probably like. And then we're just going to go ahead and take these guys and hightail it back to Earth before they get targeted by the aliens. Oh, and we also finished our first 2 super colliders around Mercury. So now I'm producing 0.0085 antimatter per month. Yeah, that is not much. It's a rather pitiful amount still, to be honest. 0.0085 per day translates into about 0.26 antimatter per month. And it's a pretty expensive investment that we're making, too. So yeah, I really don't understand how on Earth we're supposed to get enough antimatter to justify setting up some huge Peon Torch ships. It's just not... It just doesn't look very likely to me. You'd have to send so much in antimatter to stockpile enough to make a difference. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it at all. Maybe someday they're going to recalculate the whole Jupiter harvesting thing and it'll make a lot more sense. But at least for now, it's just a terrible idea through and through. Of course, no matter what I'm doing, I still have the extremely tedious task of cleaning up all ships that come through my area. Gosh dang, the aliens keep sending them bit by little bit. And I have to keep wiping them out. But you know what? It's an easy way to farm out some exotics. And remember, just a couple of exotics is worth, like, a lot of money. And that's why I can ignore my income issues. I mean, good lord, it's not like they're even strong. Why do they keep sending these ships to die? The AI needs an improvement here for sure. Stop trickling in 1,000 tiny little ships. It's really annoying and no one likes it. And also, if you're gonna do it, well then at least join them up so that they're a real threat. I mean, please don't, because like at the same time, the AI has such an advantage over the human player, it wouldn't be very easy to win the game, but still, you get the idea. It's just a bit much. And by the way, just because I know some people will be interested in this, let's take a look at some of the stats for the globe, because I'm curious how climate change has been looking so far this game. So almost half of the population supports me, which makes a lot of sense once you pick up China. And then down over here, the global temperature has increased by 1.5 degrees Celsius since the game began, which is, you know, still a fair bit. It is impacting the mean GDP a little bit. And it looks like we've mostly evened out the contribution to CO2, methane, nitrous oxide, and other stratospheric aerosols here. So the temperature shouldn't go up much more than it already is. Ideally, you can actually reverse this, but a little bit more tech will help with that. For example, the climate change mitigation tech I've got over here. And then you invest a load in welfare, like a lot in welfare. Do that, and the climate actually starts to repair itself just a bit. The dropships have returned to Earth and are ready to pick up a new platoon of Marines, with the repair button down over here. That's actually a very good reason, now that I think about it, to make sure that we send a ship capable of setting up a platform with the Titans. Because as long as we have that and we get a repair station of some sort, we can teleport humans all the way to the other side of the solar system and make sure that we refill our Titans for another round of ground attacks. Kinda stupid, but if it works, it works. Also, can I just say, I don't think I noticed that the shipyards actually have a graphic showing the ships that are being built. Oh, that's kind of cool. Look at that. What's this? Preesh! No! He's getting old! I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. He is legitimately pretty old. He's been around for a very long time with us. He's 81 years old. Yeah, no, I mean, fair enough. What does declining do? Reduces investigation and command augmentations, cost more XP. That's not so bad, given that he's pretty much maxed out in almost everything. I am currently working on something that will help with that. Methuselah Therapies increases their lifespan by 10 years. So, if you'll hold on for just a few more months, buddy, we might be able to get you all the way out to January. Man, I really hope that Preach can hold out for just at least a few more months. If there's anyone who should be the one to destroy the wormhole, it's gonna be Preach, right? The guy's been our super commando from the beginning, a true super trooper. So, I mean, if he's already getting old, you know, the great culmination of his life's work has to be saving humanity from the alien menace. I gotta put him on the final ship, man. Hold on, Preach, don't you die on me. Well, here's a new accomplishment for us. I have launched fleets all the way to Saturn, specifically to sabotage the mines in Titan and Rhea. If we can take these out, that's another major blow. And it's about as far away from the sun as we've ever been, which is kind of exciting in and of itself. Boom, boom, bada boom. Oh, yeah. Man, I should have started doing this a lot sooner, if I'm honest. I don't know why I was so focused on building up a massive fleet to take the fight to them, when it turns out 4 really fast dropships and Marines can cause just as much economic damage. Should have had like 2 or 3 groups of these going way sooner. I think it may be finally time to launch our finale fleet. So, Preesh, you are going to go into orbit, and you can hop onto one of the ships, specifically the flagship, the Kronos, and once you're up there, yeah, it's time to launch. We've got all of our support ships, we've got our troops, everything is fully upgraded. It's 11,000 fleet power, the strongest fleet that the solar system has ever witnessed. The pride of humanity. And there he is, sitting on board. Alrighty then. Battle group finale. First question. Can you even make it all the way over to Makemake? You could. It'll take 42 weeks and it'll use up all of my Delta V. Probably not the wisest thing to do right now, so let's think a little bit better about this. Where's Makemake? It's up over here. If I were to launch to, let's say, Jupiter, it'd be an easy opportunity to refill my fuel and then make it the rest of the way. That's probably about as good as it's going to get. All right, so let's say that's the plan. All right, if you want to get all the way to Makemake, how badly did I do this trajectory? It's not all that bad, honestly. As long as it's still going in this approximate orbit, I think we'll be all right. So 40-something weeks, huh? 40-something weeks is kind of a long time. But, 'tis what 'tis. Let's go ahead and launch. Oh, man, this is going to be a long flight, ain't it? I Feels like it's been a while, and we are only just now passing Saturn. But, on the plus side, this is the furthest humanity has ever gotten from the sun, you know, aside from, like, probes. So, okay, off and onward, straight to Makemake. This is really an all-in kind of a push. It's partly driven by the fact that I really don't know if I can be bothered to keep playing this game for another 40 hours, trying to systematically take out the aliens and all of their bases. It would be interesting to see if the AI really changes how they approach this, though. Knowing that I have stuff on their way to Makemake, if they recall, like, all the fleets, that'd be kind of cool. But the thing is, they haven't defended anything else, knowing full well I'm going to their other mining outposts. So, I kind of feel like they're not going to be defending Makemake either. Which means this is probably just going to be a wide open opportunity to go and crush them. It feels like it shouldn't be, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm kind of grateful that it is, because if I actually did have to go around to every single station and wipe them out to feel like I had a chance at punching through to the heart of their operation, this would take even freaking longer. That's no fun. In the meantime, while we're stockpiling resources, I guess something we should do is just start building a whole new fleet of ships for cleanup duty. Something with a lot of Delta V that doesn't ultimately cost too much. Instead of more Dreadnoughts and Titans, I think we just go for a load of battleships, the intention being to intercept and crush as many of the alien ships as possible, because that's our win condition. The Pan-Asian Combine has grown a fair bit more, by the way, just integrated in Vietnam for the heck of it, because I figure once we lose Preach on this eventual suicide mission, we're going to see our governing cap drop by a lot. So this is the new glorious East Asian Combine. Only thing we're missing really along the shoreline here would be properly Taiwan. Could have used Japan's claims to take on the Philippines first before I integrated them, but I didn't really want to bother with it. Mostly I'm just trying to free up a little bit of space. But, yeah, we control pretty much the entirety of the northern hemisphere of the planet. And that feels pretty darn good. You ever think about the fact that this is kind of what space travel would actually be like amongst the solar system? Very slow cruise acceleration and burn, right? Just getting up to speed and then just sort of floating here like a rock in space until you get closer to your destination, then you do a reverse burn to slow down. The game's pretty accurate in a lot of the physics as far as how that all works, which I admit is pretty cool. My complaint really is less of the application of all these awesome features and the realism and more of just whether it makes for a fun pacing in a game, you know? Like, can you imagine how difficult it is to program a game with this with accurate trajectories for dozens, hundreds, or thousands of things all at once? It's really quite an impressive feat that the developers have been able to create with this game. Like, I really do respect it, even though I do complain on occasion about, you know, again, pacing, but I do at least think that that's an incredibly well-done aspect of the game, for sure. I'm coming, aliens. I'm gonna get you soon. I've only been recording the same episode for like 3 hours, which is almost entirely just waiting, but in 3 short months, I'll be there. Okay, we are at November. This is probably the last time I'm going to need to do any missions here on Earth before we destroy the wormhole, if all goes according to plan. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of the campaign we did back here. Honestly, though, I think this game would be extremely different if the AI on Earth were more competent. Either more of a direct threat, in which case you'll always have to deal with them, or at the very least, more useful where it's worth allying with different ideologies. Then you could trade with a lot of people, there'd actually be more science contribution instead of me doing literally 98% of the work. I mean, for God's sake, the servants haven't even been able to contact the aliens still. They still haven't figured out their demands. So, like, the AIs on Earth are just pathetic, and it hinders the game more than anything else. I would say one thing that could make the game more engaging would be to actually make the AI aliens a little bit weaker, and the AI on Earth a little bit stronger and worth working with, instead of just ignoring once you hit this snowball stage that I've hit now, and always playing catch-up, just like keep them off of my primary countries. Be a far more interesting and engaging game, I think, if Earth were constantly of interest. Or I guess you could go the exact opposite, you know? Make it reach a stage where at some point Earth can actually be ignored, so I feel like I have to micromanage a lot less. That also would be completely fine. One or the other, okay? Either make Earth matter the entire game, or make them not matter after you reach a certain stage and you've had your build-up period. I don't really care which, but the current setup, it's just tedious. Okay, we have arrived. Makemake, the greatest armada humanity could ever put together. The aliens are probably freaking out right about now, as well they should be. So, we can sit here and wait for the next round of missions, and then send Preesh. I imagine that's what we're supposed to do. Is it possible to tell which of these alien bases has what I'm looking for? Alien Surface Base Alpha, that looks like it. Holy frick, this thing is loaded with battle stations. Ah! Terrifying. Okay, but there's the unknown facility. That's gotta be what we're looking for. Manufacturing complex, but I don't see any Marines, just battle stations. So, in theory, we should be able to land here. Now, I could go and engage the space station for fun, but we're not going to worry about that. Assault enemy space asset. Are you serious? A 12% chance? Defending force strength. Oh, yeah, it's strong, all right. Have support shortages. Well, that's helping me. So, question. What are the odds that Priest just gets detained or dies? 12% chance? 12% chance? I mean, I guess I could assault the base, but I'm worried about messing this up. Maybe it would make more sense, though, to boost up our chance and go to Battle Group Finale over here, and on Alien Surface Base Alpha, that one, 0% chance of success. Frick me. Yep, okay. They are, it is impossible to just destroy the base the old-fashioned way. What about a bombardment? We probably could do a bombardment, but then I would possibly lose my entire fleet because that base has like 87,000 fleet power. I think we gotta roll the dice here. I'm a little worried I'm gonna have to reload a lot because you better believe after all this time I'm not risking Preesh dying on this. But 12% chance is annoying. Really, really annoying. Well, let's go ahead and found a fusion platform right here, because that way we'll be able to refuel ourselves when the time comes, and we're not going to be able to get some more Marines, because as soon as this sucker's built, I'm going to go ahead and knock out everything else they've got. I'm on pins and needles here, curious what the heck is going to happen, because I have no idea when we're going to find out when this goes. Oh! We got it first try! 4% roll! Yes! Well done, Preesh! Oh man, y'all thought that he was gonna be too old for the job. Yes! Alright, so we did it, right? We destroyed this thing. That's it? The space asset is gone? No? Wait. Did I do the wrong thing? Wait. Did I do the wrong mission? The game's not we destroyed 2 bases. That's good. Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. Let's not get overly excited. I may have screwed this up. Where's their base, and what did we destroy? Because I feel like we did the wrong thing somehow. Let's see. I mean, no? Destroyed alien modules. We destroyed everything. Except for the unknown facility, which is now powered. Did I do the wrong mission? Because I've got it equipped on him. Right? Okay, hang on. Let's just check. Let's just make sure I'm not an idiot, because I might be an idiot. There's the Janus station. Close the gate mission. I think I did the wrong one. Right. Well, on the plus side, the station's shut down, which I would think means that closing the gate is now going to be very easy and say goodbye to all your battle stations. So that was still good, but at the same time, oh no, I really am an idiot, aren't I? Oh, no. Maybe I've got this right. It says here you have to assault the alien base and land first. Okay, wait a minute. No, maybe we actually did do this right. Maybe I'm not an idiot. We're going to deorbit and land at Alien Surface Base Alpha. Gosh, why are you just adding in extra steps? Just go in guns blazing. That's what I want you to do. All right, no, this was correct. We did do this right. We assaulted the base, we're landing, and then once we land, we can close the gate. This might not be a suicide mission after all. This feels completely survivable to me. And I've now destroyed all but the Alpha base on Makemake, so we just absolutely crippled their economy. That is outstanding news. Okay, Preach is on solid ground. Just waiting for the 16th of December. Oh my god, we're going to have this done by like New Year's. This is actually going to time out. 2045, close the gate. It's going to time out to a New Year's miracle. Amazing. All right, Preach, this is it. Why can't I do this? Cannot reach the target. Faction must have met all victory. What? No. What? Must have met all victory conditions. You cannot be serious. You're telling me I have to have destroyed... Okay, hang on. Victory conditions. Hang on. The combined fleet power of the aliens and pro-alien factions must be no more than 25% of the total fleet power among all factions in the solar system. You're seriously telling me I am here at the wormhole and I'm not allowed to destroy it for some arbitrary reason until I've destroyed the fleets which aren't here? You have got to be kidding me. That is the dumbest thing I have ever seen or heard. Oh, this game. Oh, this game. Right, so you're telling me now I've got to go chasing down all these freaking alien fleets, which are everywhere, by the way, and destroy them. And now I have several more hours of the game that I have to play just to destroy the wormhole. I don't even care if I destroy everything else. I was ready to end the series. I just want to destroy the wormhole. It's right there. Preach is looking at it. He's like, can I blow it up now? No. Well, we got to destroy all the other fleets first. Really, High Command? Are you sure? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty sure. Frick you! Let's at least test something. I want to find out if we are able to take on alien space stations. These are big alien space stations, for the record. Also, they have a lot of ships currently defending them. Sure, of course they do. Why wouldn't they? All right, we're gonna find out for sure what these guys can do. That's a lot of fleet power. It's a lot of ships. Okay, let's set these guys up to a block. We're gonna have all the heavy ships in the center, so they are defending each other in a nice tight pattern, and here goes nothing. We're going to find out just how good these are. Ideally, we are going to destroy all their ships before we have to engage the station, but really, at this point, who even knows what's going to happen? Oh god, that's a lot of incoming missiles. That is a lot of incoming missiles. We're going to see how good these guys are at defending each other. Hopefully really good. That's a lot of point defense going off, all right. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Okay. Here goes nothing. So those ships are indeed going down pretty hard. They're hitting me on the nose with their stations and everything, but they can't do much because remember, I've got 150 armor sitting there. 150. So they've got to burn through a lot. Now, plasma does do extra damage to armor. We just took some damage to a radiator. That's unfortunate. But overall, we're looking okay so far. So that's the fleet taken care of. We could actually disengage right now if we wanted to, and that would be the safest thing to do. But let's find out if these guys can handle it. If it looks like I'm in any danger, I'll just go ahead and end this before I lose anything. All right, here comes all the big shots, and they are hitting the bellow wood really hard. Took some more shots to a radiator. A few unlucky critical hits could really start to hurt. Definitely doing a lot of damage over here, though, for sure. Taking out some of those point defense arrays. Not looking like they've broken through my armor as of yet. Okay, now they're starting to on the flagship Kronos. Gotta watch for that. Make sure that he doesn't burn down too much. And honestly, okay, first off, I don't know why the Kronos is going so darn fast compared to everything else, but it's gonna start taking some damage. The second that our nose is no longer pointing at them, that's when I start feeling scared. I know it's cowardly, but I'm not willing to lose any ships. If the AI is dumb enough to say, hey, we'd like to call a truce and disengage, I'll take that before I lose a ship. Absolutely. All right, yeah, for example, right now might be a good time to go ahead and pull out. I'm being a little greedy at the moment. Okay, that's too many lasers. All right, let's go ahead and end that. We're done. Good. Okay, so I took some damage, but it's no problem. I've actually already built up a shipyard around here. We destroyed their entire fleet, which was worth 200 exotics, and we did a lot of damage to their station. All I gotta do is do a quick repair job, make sure that these guys are actually all lined up so one doesn't go so much further ahead than the others, and we can try again and take out the station. This is gonna work. 54 days to repair, though. Frick me. I mean, I guess, okay, to be fair, admittedly, that was several feet worth of armor that now needs to be replaced and re-welded together. All right, fair enough. All right. I'm gonna walk away and take a break. Because this game has decided to really piss me off in a major way. Really, really unfortunate. It's been another 2 or 3 hours. I can sense the end. It's so tantalizingly close. The aliens are being very conservative. They're not going anywhere near my stations right now, which is intelligent, but at the same time, very, very frustrating. The way that I'm going to win this at this point is building up enough ships that I have a huge amount of combat power, since the other AIs aren't going to do it, and then find their strongest points and wipe out their ships. Just their ships. That's all that matters. So for example, I see that there are a bunch of enemies hanging around the Graceful Demon Station and Io, and also Steel Spear and Callisto. Take both of these out, and we're in really good shape. I also know that a lot of enemy ships are rallying toward an asteroid called 92 Undina, so I've sent a bunch of ships to intercept them there, and once they arrive, we'll give them a horrible surprise. But even just knocking out these two might be enough. The problem is finding a station, and guess what? My Titans are nowhere close enough. But I am hopeful that if we attack, let's say, starting here, and we don't actually engage the station per se, we hang back and wipe out the ships as they come to me, we can end the combat, knock down their fleet power, and rinse and repeat without losing too much. Now see, they want to fully engage on this one. I'm hoping once I wipe out their ships, they're going to change their mind. Everything kind of hinges on being able to abandon this fight before it gets too crazy, but they're losing a bunch of ships. Okay, take out the Dreadnought. And then what's left? All right, they do want to quit, so let's just knock this out, and boom. All right, perfect. Before we engage the station, we are out. That takes out a whole bunch of their stuff. Now I just repair, rinse, and repeat. What did that do for me? It set them down to 35%? I feel like it was a little bit... Okay, well, whatever. Fine. Keep doing that, and we've got them. Ha! The fools around Undina Station. All right, this might be the end. It's going to be another 2,500 or so enemy fleet power taken out. As long as all these ships are doing what they're supposed to and defending each other, I think we'll end up being okay. Though just to be safe, let's tighten things just a little bit more. You all have seen this many times before, but this is going to be a truly large fleet battle. Look how many missiles are coming in. Look how many enemy ships there are. Yep. Hopefully the final nail in the coffin. God, I would like it to be, for God's sake. I've been playing this game for way too long. It's killing my recording schedule, don't you know? Anyway. Alright, in come all the missiles, but as long as everyone defends each other, we'll end up being just fine. As long as they don't do any ramming speed maneuvers, we'll be fine. The coil guns are shredding the large ships. The lasers are shredding the small ships. And of course, there's point defense, which is getting graphically lost out here, but there we go, taking out a whole bunch more. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, one of my ships got taken out because he was an idiot. I don't know what happens with this, by the way. Sometimes when you defeat enemy ships, you don't touch these maneuvering orders, and they just go full throttle. Absolutely full throttle, and by the time they've done that, like, what are you going to do? You can't catch up. All right, well, we lose one ship. That's unfortunate because that makes the ratio a little bit worse in my favor, but it gets me one step closer for sure. Only other thing I can think to do is literally just build a bunch more ships, which I've been doing pretty much non-stop. Just lots and lots and lots of ships to try and boost up my numbers, pad them out a little bit. I'd also like to point out that it's taken so long to get to this point that we actually finished out all of the global techs, except for like some that are currently locked behind others. So we're able to work on something called future tech. And the way this works is it actually re-rolls your chance of getting something in the game if you were unlucky and it never showed up. Which, a little too late at this point, but, you know, it's, I guess, nice that it exists. But by the time that you get to that point, if you don't have a proper drive or something, what's the point? You're probably already quit the game. Come on, just took out another fleet around Undina. Is that actually going to be enough? Yes! Okay, we're at 25%. Yes. As long as they don't build more ships, we're good to go. I can close the gate. Oh my god. And we've built out a whole bunch more ships, which actually brings them down to 23, guaranteeing I'm fine. Okay, Preesh can close the gate. Yes. Do it. Pull the trigger. Do it. Blow it up.
It was going to come down to this. A desperate last push. An unbeatable enemy barricaded in their stronghold.
Unbeatable? I don't think so.
A ragged band of heroes standing up for everyone else. To be honest, I didn't think it would work.
Well, you had little faith in me.
No matter how well we planned, they'd be more than ready for us. We all fought it.
Dude, that station's been destroyed for like a full year, okay? They weren't ready for nothing.
And in the end, maybe that's enough.
Victory for the Resistance. The game is over. It is done. I win. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Terra Invicta. Oh my god. I don't think I can ever play this game again. Not because it's not really impressive for what it does and the theme isn't really intriguing and the realism's amazing and the trajectory and calculations and stuff are awesome, but because at the end of the day, this game suffers a pacing problem really, really badly. It is so hard to play. Let me check something. I played this game for 93 hours. 93 hours is how long I spent on this to make 19 episodes, which is one of the longer series I've done in a while. This has drained so much of my life. And I gotta say, while it's got some really, really cool moments in it, I think that at the end of the day, I just fundamentally disagree with the design intent of the developers and how they've chosen to do things. It's not that this game is unbalanced per se, you know, unlike other games where it's like, all right, they have to fix this. This was an oversight. I think these guys literally have just approached the game in a way that I don't find as appealing as it could be. And it could be things as simple as make the game go faster in like daily ticks instead of hourly ticks or 10 minutes at a time, right? Or maybe don't make certain technologies random, or make the AI more competent so it actually progresses at a slightly faster and more engaging rate. I don't know, but something fundamental would have to change for me to absolutely love this game. At the end of the day, though, I will say, it's certainly been a journey. It's been a project. If that's something you're looking for in a game, well, Terra Invicta's got that in spades. And you know, at least I can say, I beat it. I freaking beat it. And now I need to go and take a long shower. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series. Please leave a like and leave a comment showing your support. Subscribe if you have not already for my future series. And I, as always, will see you guys next time.